Mr. Baker, he posed as a U.S. Marshal. Is that correct?
Senator, I don't know. As I told Senator Durbin, I did not review any pardon file for Mr. Baker and did not advise the governor on that. So I'm not aware of the facts and circumstances.
Seriously?
Senator, again, you're asking me about facts that I just don't know about. I don't recall that from the report. You might be right,
Okay,
Senator. I don't know.
You know what? Be serious here. This is like incredibly controversial. I mean, so much so that Senator McConnell called it out as completely inappropriate. Everybody knew about it. This guy posed as a marshal. You're saying you don't know about that, even though it was widely reported. He murdered somebody, right?
My understanding, Senator, is that he was convicted of a murder.
And he killed.
What's up, America? This is Right View Nation, the voice of unapologetic patriots who are tired of the media's lies, the left's hypocrisy, and the nonstop double standards shoved down our throats. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and absolutely smash that like button if you're sick of the DC swamp and proud to stand up for truth and justice in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, today we witnessed another embarrassing political circus on Capitol Hill. The Senate, once respected as a place of serious governance, has turned into a left-wing interrogation chamber. A place where Democrats don't ask questions to seek truth. They ask questions to destroy anyone associated with conservative leadership. Let's talk about what just went down. Senator Peter Welch, a man who's made a career out of parroting media narratives and clinging to Democratic talking points like gospel, went on a rabid attack against Mr. Meredith, a former legal counsel to Governor Matt Bevin of Kentucky. Why? Not because Mr. Meredith committed a crime, not because he lied, but because he refused to take the bait and join the left's smear campaign over a gubernatorial pardon issued years ago.
Senator Welch.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think it is. Mr. Meredith, I want to ask you about these pardons, and I know you've been asked about it, but my understanding is that Mr. Baker, he posed as a U.S. Marshal. Is that correct?
Senator, I don't know. As I told Senator Durbin, I did not review any pardon file for Mr. Baker and did not advise the governor on that. So I'm not aware of the facts and circumstances.
Seriously?
Senator, I've read about it in the media.
So you're aware?
Well, I don't know the specifics of what you're talking about. I generally know that an individual with that name received a pardon, but I don't know the facts and circumstances of any of.
I'm asking you whether you know that he posed as a marshal.
I do not know that, Senator. I don't know that. I know that he was convicted. Well, my understanding is that he was originally convicted of a murder, I believe, but I don't know the facts and circumstances, Senator.
I mean, this was widely reported in Kentucky. It was very controversial.
Well, Senator, that was, I think this was in the news maybe roughly 5 years ago, and you know all the details that were reported escaped me.
Senator McConnell said that this was completely inappropriate. Are you aware of that, to pardon him?
Senator, I recall that many elected officials made comments about that. I don't remember specifics.
You know what? You're a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
And you understand specificity matters, right? I'm not asking you what you knew from personal experience. I'm asking you what everybody in Kentucky knew. This guy posed as a marshal. That was widely reported, right?
Senator, again, you're asking me about facts that I just don't know about. I don't recall that from the report. You might be right, Senator. I don't know.
You know what? Be serious here. This is like incredibly controversial. I mean, so much so that Senator McConnell called it out as completely inappropriate. Everybody knew about it. This guy posed as a marshal. You're saying you don't know about that, even though it was widely reported. He murdered somebody, right?
My understanding, Senator, is that he was convicted of a murder.
And he killed a man's wife. He held this person he killed, he held his wife, that man's wife and his kids at gunpoint, right?
Senator, I don't know. You're asking me about specific facts and circumstances
All right.
of
In
a matter that-
2017, a state jury found him guilty.
Senator, I understand that, it's my understanding that he was convicted, but you're asking me about facts and circumstances that I'm not aware of.
Well, all right, I'll pretend you're telling me the truth, and I'll enlighten you as to what happened. In 2017, a state jury found him guilty. He got a 19-year prison sentence, right?
Senator, again, I don't know
All right,
all the
just
facts
take
and
it from me. We'll
circumstances
just
of that.
assume I'm telling the truth. And he got a 19-year sentence. In 2018, Baker's brother, that's the man who was pardoned, hosted a fundraiser at his home for the governor, Matt Bevin. You work for him, right?
I was in the counsel's office in Governor Bevin's office.
All right, so when I asked the question, did you work for him?
Yes.
Is the answer yes?
Well, I worked for him in the governor's office while he was governor.
So you work for him.
Correct.
And his brother hosted a fundraiser, and Governor Bevin got $21,500, right?
I don't know. I have seen in the media.
All right, I'll let you know that's what happened.
Okay.
And in Governor Bevin's final days in 2019, he pardoned Mr. Baker.
I
And-
have seen media reports to that effect.
Right. And he had served 2.5 years of his 19-year sentence. So let me just ask you this. You agree with that pardon?
Senator, I did not review any pardon file for Mr. Baker. I didn't advise the governor on that. That's a discretionary function belonging to an executive
we
branch
all know
official.
that. The governor can do what he wants. President Trump can do what he wants with the pardon power. I'm just asking you, do you agree with it? The guy shot somebody in front of his wife and kids. He got a 19-year sentence. He served 2.5 years. His brother gave a $21,500 contribution to the governor, and lo and behold, he got a pardon. Do you agree with that?
Senator, I'm not aware of all the
All
facts
right.
and circumstances.
While you were
and-
the governor's counsel, there was a subpoena to get the records so that people could understand what the deal was on why this murderer got a pardon. And you resisted the subpoena, right?
Well, no, Senator. So what happened was, several of us. No, I did not. I told the governor's office I'd be happy to respond to that. As
Well,
soon as
the records went missing, as I understand it.
that's not true to my knowledge, Senator.
Well, where are they?
Well, my understanding is that the governor's administration currently has them.
And they resisted the subpoena while you were working as counsel for the governor.
No, I don't believe that's true, Senator.
But I see my time is up and my answers are not complete, but I can ask some follow-up questions. Thank you.
Senator Blumenthal.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy.
Let's break this down. A man named Patrick Baker received a legal, constitutional pardon from Governor Bevin. Now, the media ran wild with their usual hysteria. He was convicted of murder. His brother held a fundraiser. Oh my God, corruption. But guess what? Every governor has the power to pardon. President Clinton did it. President Obama did it. And you can bet your bottom dollar that if Hunter Biden gets charged, Daddy Joe is already polishing his pardon pen. Where were the Democrats when Bill Clinton pardoned Mark Rich, a billionaire fugitive who fled the country and conveniently donated large sums to the Clintons? Or when Obama commuted the sentence of Chelsea Manning, who leaked classified military documents and put American lives at risk? That's right. Crickets. Not a peep. But the minute a conservative governor uses his executive right, suddenly it's the end of the republic. Give me a break. Now here's the kicker. Mr. Meredith, a man of integrity, repeatedly stated he had no role in the pardon and wasn't involved in the file. Yet Senator Welch, like a broken record, kept trying to corner him. Do you agree with it? Do you know the facts? It was widely reported. What kind of nonsense is that? If the man didn't review the file, didn't advise the governor, and didn't participate in the decision, what exactly are you trying to prove? Oh, right. You're trying to scare conservatives out of public service. This wasn't about facts. This was about guilt by association. Because in the Democrat playbook, if you worked for a Republican, you're automatically guilty. You're a target. You're fair game. This is exactly how they operate. Character assassination, not investigation. You see, this isn't just about Mr. Meredith or a pardon in Kentucky. This is about the larger war on conservatism. The left will weaponize anything, pardons, donations, job titles, old tweets, church attendance. Anything to destroy patriots who serve in Republican administrations. But here's what they're not counting on. We're not backing down. The American people are wide awake. We see through the charade. We know this is political theater, not justice. They want to crucify someone over a completely legal pardon while ignoring the absolute collapse of law and order under their watch. Open borders, rising crime, politicized DOJ, weaponized FBI, and a president who can't even finish a sentence. Yet they want to talk about a fundraiser from 5 years ago. Give me a break. Here's the bottom line, folks. Executive pardons are a legal right, whether Democrats like it or not. The left has no moral high ground on justice or ethics. This is another desperate attempt to intimidate conservatives out of public life. And we say hell no to that. We need fighters. We need patriots. And we need Americans with backbone who won't cave under media pressure or Democrat witch hunts. If you're tired of the smear campaigns, if you believe in the Constitution, and if you stand with every patriot who refuses to bow to the mob, then subscribe, comment, share, and smash that like button right now. This is Right View Nation, where we expose the truth, defend our values, and never apologize for loving our country. Stay loud, stay proud, and God bless the United States of America.